Every weekday afternoon, in tens of thousands of schools across Japan, something happens that would stop a Western parent in their tracks. The lesson ends, but the children don't run out to play. Instead, they put down their pencils, pick up brooms, cloths, and buckets, and they clean the school themselves. Not as punishment, not because they got in trouble. It's on the timetable, printed right there between math and science, the hallways, the classrooms, and yes, in many schools, even the toilets, cleaned every day by the students who use them. To most of the world, that sounds almost unbelievable. Where are the janitors? Why are children scrubbing floors instead of studying? But in Japan, this isn't seen as a chore taken away from learning. It's seen as one of the most important lessons of the entire day. So today, we're counting down 14 things Japanese schools do that the rest of the world might want to copy. And by the time we reach number 2 and number 1, you'll understand why a country that has its children clean their own classrooms keeps producing some of the most orderly, respectful public spaces on Earth. Let's begin. First, let's kill a myth, because you'll see it repeated everywhere online. People love to say Japanese schools have no janitors at all. That's not quite true, and getting it right actually makes the story more interesting. Japanese schools do have non-teaching staff, often called shuji, who handle the heavy maintenance, deep cleaning, plumbing, the jobs beyond a child's reach. What's remarkable isn't that there are no adults, it's that the daily tidying, the everyday upkeep of the building, is handed to the students on purpose, not to save money, as a deliberate part of their education. Keep that distinction in mind, because almost everything on this list flows from the same root idea. In Japan, school isn't only about what's in your head, it's about who you become. Let's get into it. Number 14. Cleaning time is a scheduled subject. There's a dedicated period built into the school day, often called soji no jikan, literally, cleaning time. It appears on the daily schedule right alongside the academic subjects. Usually it comes after lunch and lasts about 20 minutes, several days a week. That placement is the whole point. By printing it on the timetable next to math and language, the school is making a statement. Taking care of your shared space is not beneath learning. It is learning. Number 13. They clean to a song. In many schools, cleaning time begins with cheerful music piped over the building's PA system, sometimes nicknamed the cleaning song. It signals the start, sets a rhythm, and turns what could feel like a tedious task into something closer to a shared daily ritual. 20 minutes of the whole school moving in time to the same tune. Number 12. In many schools, students clean the bathrooms too. This is the one that makes Western visitors flinch. While some schools draw the line and leave the toilets to staff, at others the older students, 5th and 6th graders, take on bathroom duty. The thinking is blunt and powerful. If you are the one who has to clean it, you think very differently about how you leave it. Number 11. The teachers clean too. This is the detail that elevates the whole practice. The students don't clean while adults supervise from a distance. Teachers get down and clean alongside them. No one is considered above the task. That single fact sends a quiet, unmistakable message about equality and shared responsibility, one that no lecture could ever teach as effectively. Number 10. School lunch, kyushoku, is made fresh, on-site. In much of the West, school food is a punchline, frozen, reheated, served on a tray, and forgotten. In Japan, school lunch is treated as part of the curriculum. Balanced meals are prepared fresh, and lunch itself is considered an educational event, not just a break from one. Number 9, and this is the first half of what I promised you at the start. The students serve the meal to each other. A rotating group puts on aprons and caps, collects the food, and serves their classmates portion by portion. Then everyone eats together, including the teacher, in the classroom, not a far-off cafeteria. Think about what that quietly builds: responsibility, gratitude toward whoever made the food, the simple understanding that a meal is something people do for one another. We'll come back to why that reshapes a child's entire relationship with food. Number 8. They switch into indoor shoes. At the entrance, students swap their outdoor shoes for a clean pair of indoor shoes, uwabaki, kept in a personal cubby. Outside, dirt stays outside. It's the same principle as taking your shoes off at the door of a Japanese home, applied to an entire school of hundreds of children. The result? Dramatically cleaner floors, which makes the daily cleaning easier, which reinforces the whole cycle. Now, if you're starting to see a pattern here, that none of this is really about cleaning or food at all, but about something deeper, you're exactly right. And the next 7 items make it obvious. We've got children who walk themselves to school in groups, older kids who look after younger ones, and at number 1, the single habit that may explain why Japanese public spaces stay so astonishingly clean and orderly long after these kids grow up. Keep watching. Number 7. The children get themselves to school. Instead of fleets of yellow buses or parents idling in drop-off lines, many Japanese children walk to school, often in small neighborhood groups. the older kids leading the younger ones along a set route. From a young age, they're trusted with real independence and real responsibility for one another. It's a level of everyday autonomy that surprises many Western parents. Number 6. The school deliberately mixes the ages. Many schools intentionally pair older and younger students together for cleaning, for activities, for guidance. Part of the reasoning is that so many Japanese children today are only children, with no siblings at home. So the school creates that experience on purpose. Older kids learn to lead and care. Younger kids gain role models to look up to. It's a built-in lesson in empathy that no textbook delivers. Number 5. The Big Clean. Beyond the daily tidying, at the end of each term there's a larger, deeper cleaning event. Osoji. The whole school throws itself into it. It bookends the term with the same idea it runs on every day. You leave a space better than you found it, together. Number 4. They clean beyond the school gates. A few times a year, older students head out into the surrounding streets for a neighborhood cleanup, Chiki Seiso. Armed with child-sized brooms, dustpans, and cotton gloves, they pick up litter around the community. The lesson stretches past the school walls. You're responsible not just for your classroom, but for the place you live. One commentator even argued that if more teenagers had to clean their own streets, they'd think twice before dropping litter in the first place. Number 3. The uniform, and the gear that goes with it. From the uniforms to the iconic sturdy Randoseru backpacks that elementary students carry for years, there's a deliberate sense of shared identity. It quietly lowers the social competition over clothing and labels, and reinforces the same message running through everything else. Here, you are part of a group, and the group takes care of itself. Number 2. Character is treated as a subject. This is the thread tying the whole list together. Japanese schooling openly includes lessons in how to live alongside other people. Responsibility, respect, cooperation, consideration for the group. It's not left to chance or assumed to happen on its own. It's taught, modeled, and practiced daily, through every single thing we've talked about. And here's where that lunch ritual from earlier comes full circle. When a child grows up serving food to classmates, eating together, then cleaning up together, food stops being something handed to you and becomes something shared, earned, and respected. That mindset doesn't switch off at graduation. It walks out into the world with them. And number 1. The simple daily habit of cleaning what you use. Strip away every detail, and you're left with one quiet idea, repeated every single day for years. This place belongs to all of us, so all of us take care of it. When you're the one who has to clean a mess, you become far less likely to make one. Now imagine an entire population raised on that one principle, from age 6. Then think about the thing visitors say about Japan over and over. How astonishingly clean and orderly the streets, the trains, and the public spaces are, often with hardly a trash can in sight. That isn't an accident. It's not in the water. It's the long echo of 20 minutes of cleaning, every afternoon for 12 years of school. The West spends fortunes trying to fix littering, vandalism, and disrespect for shared spaces after the fact. Japan quietly prevents a great deal of it before a child even turns 10, with a broom. So look at the whole list again: cleaning on the timetable, serving each other lunch, teachers scrubbing alongside students, walking to school, caring for younger kids, cleaning the neighborhood. None of it is expensive. None of it requires new technology. It's a set of choices about what a school is actually for, not just filling young minds with facts, but shaping the kind of people those minds belong to. You don't have to agree with every part of it. Some critics point out the system prizes group harmony over individual choice, and that the expectation to participate, no matter how you feel, can sit uncomfortably from a more individualistic point of view. Those are fair questions worth sitting with, but it's hard to look at the results, the order, the cleanliness, the sense of shared responsibility, and not wonder what we gave up by handing all of it to a janitor in a yellow bus. So, I'll leave it with you. Which of these 14 would you actually want in your own country's schools? And is there one you think simply wouldn't work where you live? Tell me below. I read them. And if this made you see everyday life in Japan a little differently, stay with us. Because this same quiet philosophy, take care of what you share, do the small things well, turns up absolutely everywhere there, once you know to look for it. So why don't we do this? Maybe the answer is, we still could.